If you have learned anything about me and my time here on YouTube and you are familiar with my channel, you know the three things that I love the most about makeup are eyeshadow palettes, doing rankings, talking about eyeshadow palettes, and grungy, murky, smoky looks. So I thought, why not put all three of those things together? And in today's video, I've pulled out 24 of my top favorite grungy palettes. And not only am I going to go through and share them with you, but we're also going to rank them. Now, these are already the best of the best. So this video was really hard to actually sit and rank all of these because these are all top tier palettes for me, but this video is about to be such a good time. I hope you brought a snack because we're about to get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather and I really do love all things makeup, but especially colorful makeup and indie brands, and I hope if you love those things too, you will choose to stick around, subscribe. I would love to see you down below in the comments. If you subscribe, don't forget to click the little bell so you can be reminded of all my future uploads. You guys, the Halloween launches have already started. I have one on the eyes today. I don't know if it's been revealed yet, so I can't say what it is. If it has, I will pop the thumbnail up here somewhere on the screen and link the video down below, but I had a blast creating with this look today, or creating with the whole collection, but creating this look today was so much fun. But enough about that. Now we gotta talk about the grungy palette. I'm pretty sure I pulled out 24. I tried to narrow it down, but there was no way I could narrow it down any lower than 24 because, like I said, if you guys know anything about me, you know how much I love this type of eyeshadow. I love murky tones, but not even just that. I also love like smoky, dark, vampy tones. So for me, grunge leans in one of those directions, and I have lots of options. I hope that this video can give you inspiration, maybe to bring out some stuff you already have in your collection. That is what my videos are always meant to be, inspiration. And maybe if you are looking for something, I can help you make up your mind on what you are wanting to pick up. But we're gonna get started. So, coming in at number 24, we have the GLAMLITE Ghostface palette. This one surprised the hell out of me, I'm gonna be honest. At the time, I really didn't think I liked grays that much, but that's around this time is when the Amy Loves palette came out, and I got my hands on the Cold Moon, I think it's called, from ENSLEY Rain. I freaking love that palette and the Amy Loves, so I was so shocked at the not the quality, because I have loved GLAMLITE for a long time. They were actually the first indie brand I purchased anything from, but this one I gave a 10 out of 10. I love the smoky, grungy looks I got out of this. And I love that it's gray, but you also have like these steely blues, and you have these like more murky neutral tones over here. You have these gorgeous duos, which they don't do a lot of like special shades in their palette, which does keep the prices on them lower, which I can appreciate, but these were really like shockingly beautiful. Although I do love their formula most of the time. Like, I would say like one palette out of every 15 is a dud. Like the Kiss collection for me was a dud, but I have had people tell me that they love that palette. So if you do, I mean, we all have different preferences, it's understandable, but for me it was not a favorite. But that's a grungy palette in its own right. I did declutter mine last year, but if you haven't, maybe you would want to pull that one out. But this one is just beautiful. I love the quality, I love the color story, I love the theming. It was fun. They know how to do a good IP. Coming in at number 24. So I think this one actually launched around the same time as that one, and these actually remind me of a lot of each other, but it is the BLENDBUNNY Longing palette. Now if I had to choose, obviously I would choose this one. This is one of my favorite palettes in my collection, which should tell you a lot about the ones ahead of it, but this is one of my favorite BLENDBUNNY palettes. if not my favorite. It's just so freaking beautiful. The shimmers in here are stunning. Again, you have these like 3 special shades down here, but this color story, I've went on and on about this palette since it launched on my channel. It's just the muted tones, and I really feel the theme of this palette in the color story, but in such a beautiful way. And you can get those everyday easy wearable looks, yes, but with these bottom 2 rows you can really lean so heavily into that grunge, especially with the more green half over here. I love this. I think it's beautiful. And this shade, When It Rains, is one of my favorite shimmers. I love the shade Love Letters as well, and Remorse. They're so freaking beautiful. I do have looks up with this palette, I'm pretty sure. I do a lot of my palettes, but not all of them. I've only been on YouTube a little over 2 years now, but I love this one, you guys. I think it's so beautiful. And it makes me so excited for Blend Bunny. Like, they're doing so well, and that makes me so happy. They truly deserve it. Coming in at number 22, we have another Glamlite palette. And honey, this is grunge all day. Like, this is full on like grunge. And I love it. I love this palette. This one blew me away, so I picked this one up late because when this launched, actually my stepdad had passed away and we were trying to like scrounge up the money for his funeral. It was a whole thing. It was terrible. But I love this one so much. I hate that when I look at it, I remember that, but the palette is freaking gorgeous. And I lately have been loving like a black smoky eye with one of like these deep shimmers on the lid. It's so freaking gorgeous. This shade, Chucky and Tiff Forever. That is that shade. I liked it so much I swatched it twice. I told you, I am all about the grunge, but this palette is freaking gorgeous. And you know what? If you have like the Garfield palette, it pairs so well with this one, or any tones kind of like that would pair so well with this palette. If you're not familiar, I'll show you the Garfield palette. So this is the Garfield palette, and it's one of my favorites from Glamlite. I love this color story, and honestly, you could get some grungy looks out of this one as well. But these two just pair so nicely together, especially like this macaroni and cheese shade. I love it so much. And I love like the wine berry shades with the gray. It's so stunning. And actually, this palette is where I discovered that combo, and I've been in love with it ever since. But these are freaking fantastic. Coming in at number 21, we have the Cosmic Beauty Undergrowth palette. So looking at this palette makes me sad because I had to close shipping to the US because of the tariff crap. I'm hoping they can find a way around it somehow, but I've never missed a Cosmic Beauty launch, and for good freaking reason, because their palettes are chef's kiss. I love them. If you can still get your hands on them, I am freaking jealous of you so much. But this color story is so freaking gorgeous. My only complaint about this palette is I feel like a lot of these shimmers on the eye are very similar. Let me swatch them. I mean, you do have this shade Vegetation, which is leaning more on that like cool tone green side of things. But let me swatch the other golds and I'll show you what I mean. But the reason I love this is, one, there are some gorgeous shimmers in here. But the mattes are everything. You guys know I love like a chartreuse. I love the murky greens, the swampy colors, and I feel like you can really lean so heavy into that grunge when you play with shades like that, and that's my favorite. My freaking favorite, actually. The new DIEVERUNE collab is in here with Andromedae. I don't know how to say her name. I'm so sorry. But they are incredibly talented. Highly recommend you checking out their Instagram. But that collab is 10 out of 10. We'll get to it. But okay, so on my hand I actually have 8 shades, and as you can see, these 3 are a little different. These 2 are a bit similar, but specifically like these two, this one and these two, they're very, very similar. And that was my complaint. I mean, they're freaking gorgeous. You see how glossy they are. And I love them, but on the eye, they just look too similar. And I wish they could have found a way to add something a little different into the palette, but to be honest, I really don't know what they could have added because of the theming. I love the mattes, like I said. The color story is gorgeous, but out of like all of them, all of these palettes, I think that one is the one I have like complaints with, but it's still like the color story is so good, it still has to be like up there, you know what I mean? Coming in at number 20. This one was literally made for grunge, and it was made for Valentine's Day grunge. So this one I got in PR, and it is the Bitten from Gourmande Girls, and I do have a code with them. It is AOML, and it will save you 10%. But I love this. Gourmande Girls has such a good way of creating such a fun color story, and they always have this fun twist that I love with my whole entire heart. I just think they're so beautiful. And they make me so freaking happy. Their shimmers are beautiful, and their mattes are beautiful. They have such a nice, easy to blend matte formula, but she comes up with such creative color stories that just really inspire me. And this one, like I said, was literally made to create grungy looks, and I feel like it was made for me. I mean, vampire screams grunge, so it makes total sense. It had to be here. And again, keeping up with the vampire theme, we have the Vamp from Bella Beauty Bar. So I have a code with them as well. I did not get this one in PR though, but I love, like, sometimes when I'm looking for grunge, I like to lean more into like the black and red or the black and blue. Like I said, I sometimes like those really dark smoky eyes with the shimmer all over the lid, and the shade Shadows was literally made for that. But honestly, like, Bella Beauty Bar does some of the best black base shimmers that I've ever seen. They have one of my top favorite shimmer formulas of all time. Like, this palette is freaking delicious. I cannot wait to see what their like Halloween launches are going to be. Just look at them. Oh, like, doesn't it make you just want to scream with excitement? Maybe not. Maybe I am a little too much, but I really, it just brings me so much freaking joy. Like, look at that. How can you look at that and not be excited about life? But like I said, this one is just so perfect for those grungy looks, and I just love it. Like, this red in the crease with this brown, like to deepen up a little, maybe a little bit of the black in the outer corner, and this on the lid would be so pretty. Or even this shade that's got such a beautiful like holographic, like really noticeable holographic shine to it. Truly so stunning. You could even do some of this in the inner corner if you wanted to. There's so many good looks to be had out of this one, and so many more left to be had out of that one. I just freaking love it. But like I said in the beginning, there's some older palettes in here that I really love too, and this is one of them. And she is coming in, I think, at number 18. I'll recount in a minute. But we have the Ace Beauté Ambiance palette. I don't know if this one's still available, but this is still one of my favorite fall palettes of all time, and you will probably see it again in my upcoming fall ranking palette video. But this is also one of my favorite palettes for grungy makeup, simply because of this row. I love it. These two shades together just get me going in a way I cannot even begin to describe. This row, I miss Ace Beauté. Come back to us. We need you. Their palettes are so gorgeous. They came out with such great color stories, and I love them. I truly miss them. But man, looking at this, don't you just want to put this all over your eyes? Like, there's so many fun looks, even just an all matte look with this bottom row. I just feel like it needs to happen. It has happened. I have like huge dips in these bottom shades down here because I just loved and used and abused this one since the day I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it in a BoxyCharm. I actually got a lot of palettes from them in BoxyCharm, and that was back before I really had any palettes, so I was like living my best life, loving them. We were at 18, and now we're coming in at number 17, and this is one of my favorite brands of all time, and it's Unearthly Cosmetics, Just a Taste, again with the vampire theme. Listen, nobody does grunge better than Unearthly Cosmetics. Amanda, the owner of Unearthly, she just knows what she's freaking doing, and she does it so well. I could go on and on and on for the rest of my life about this brand. I freaking just simply love them, and I talk about it all the time, but the quads, like their palettes are so easy to create looks with because all you have to do is go with the quads. They have such a nice shimmer formula, works great on hooded eyes. It's a very thin formula, very like sheer. It's not too emollient, but it's really reflective and beautiful. They have special shades, they have just metallics, but this was made to create the most gorgeous grungy looks, and I have with this one. I love it. It's so inspiring and exciting. Even this quad is beautiful, but for me, if I was doing a look with this quad, I would probably do this in the inner corner, then I would do this on the outer half. I would use this shade, how I have this orange, and then do this out here and then deepen up probably with this shade. Oh, it could even be cool to deepen up with this shade and then deepen up with this, and then put this on the outer part of the lid and then this on the inner. That's what I would do. But it's just such a beautiful palette, and vampire themes always make me excited because 9 times out of 10 they're almost always grungy palettes, which obviously I love. I'm making a whole video about it, but that one made me so excited. That was her holiday launch last year, and for me, it was perfect timing. I love that whole collection. The highlighter is one of my favorites. I still use it all the time. And the lip products, that black liquid lip, it's matte. It's one of my favorite black liquid lips I have ever used. I love Unearthly as a whole and truly recommend them. Coming in at number 16, this palette freaking blew me away, and it's from Wicked Widow. We have The Crow. This palette is freaking phenomenal. One of the best dark palettes I have ever worked with. This black, I could blend this black. I could pack this black all on the eye and blend it out easy. It has one of the best matte formulas that I have ever worked with, and the shimmers in here are truly just so freaking stunning. I was shocked at the quality of this. It is so good, but we're here to talk about grunge, and this was made for that, and I love it. Look at this red. It's so delicious. I will say though, nobody does a matte red better than Unearthly Cosmetics. But this matte black is phenomenal. I just love it, and the shimmers in here, like I said, are so pretty. Actually, I just did a look with this palette. I did it off camera, and I actually have a clip of myself because I was gonna film a video that day and I did my makeup for that, but some bad things happened that day and I ended up stopped filming. But I can pop up that clip just to show you the look that I just did with this palette. It was freaking beautiful and I had so much fun with it. But this palette was made for those deep dark smoky looks, and this is what really made me start paying attention to Wicked Widow. They're freaking phenomenal too. Honestly, I could have brought the Tales of Terror and this as well because that's a great grungy palette too, but I think I'll save that one for my fall ranking. I mean, some of these are going to be repeats. It's hard not to, but this is just so gorgeous, you guys. Coming in at number 15, we have another palette from Bella Beauty Bar, and it's the Strange and Unusual. I mean, it speaks for itself. Oh my god. Like, literally, when I look at this, I get freaking heart palpitations. Bella Beauty Bar is phenomenal. Like, come on. The looks, this palette is so good. I just love them. I literally just cannot even stand it. Look at that. In a grungy smoky eye with one of these bright shimmers on the lid. This one is my favorite and it's so pretty. And when I create looks, I like to look at the flips. Like you can kind of see it has like a periwinkle, but there's also like a soft green as well. And then you also see like that brighter purple flip too. It's so freaking pretty. And that shade is this shade right here, Afterlife, which is truly just 10 out of 10. But for that shade, I would like, man, there's like so much you could do. So for instance, I would like to do this shade like out here, kind of like how I have this purple, and then do Beetlejuice here in the front, and then pack Recently Deceased, or is that, yeah, in the inner corner, like really pack that on there, and then put this shade all over the lid, and then this in the inner corner. I think that would be so freaking fun, especially if you did this shade, Miss Argentina, like in the outer corner, or maybe this one actually, Bio Exorcist. Oh, this palette is just so beautiful. I just threw it. Coming in at number 14, we have the Murky Meadow from Unearthly Cosmetics, and it's freaking beautiful. It's one of my favorite 9 pans in my collection, and it's the murky for me. Plus you have this deep shade in here, so you can really like vamp up the look, and I love that. One of my favorite looks I've created was with this palette. Actually, let me scooch over and I'll pop up and show you guys the reel. It is giving grunge in all of the best ways. I love the bright pop of color in here, and this shade Frosted Foliage is like such a gorgeous highlight shade. I actually used it in one of my looks recently. I think it was with the GLAMINATRIX Nearly Natural palette, if I'm correct, but I love it as a highlight as well. But you could get the most beautiful grungy looks out of this one too. And again, the same formula that I was talking about in the last one. It's just so smooth and just easy to wear, beautiful. I love this. They actually launched Shadowed Petal alongside this, and that one is a good murky like grungy palette as well. But this one made it into the ranking, and for good reason. Like, she is freaking perfect. I love these like mustardy neutral tones as well. It's just, it was such a hit for me. I think it's beautiful. And actually, if you could pull a shade in like this, like as a matte, that would be really pretty too, especially with this bright pop and these like more mustardy, grungier tones, and the mattes would be a great combo. Coming in at number 13, the Lunar Beauty Moonshroom. This palette was such a hit for me. I don't have a lot of Lunar Beauty's earlier stuff like the Moon Spells and all of that. I wish I could have gotten those, but I was a broke girl at the time, so I didn't get to pick those up. But this is my favorite palette at the moment from Lunar Beauty. Like, he does a lot of neutral types of stuff, and obviously I'm a girl who loves color, so this one is like what my dreams are made of. I love this color story so much. I love this bright periwinkle in here with these deep swampy shades, and then you have like these really gorgeous, like great variety of the mustards and the more like sage green. It's just so freaking beautiful, and you can really get some like really great swampy looks out of this. This is just such a fun color story. I'm gonna be honest though, it's been a while since I pulled this one out, but even looking at it makes me want to use it so bad. Like, I like the Lunar Beauty formula, but it isn't my favorite, but it's still a good formula. You know what I mean? Like, look at those. Look at that shade. It just makes me so excited to look at it. The artwork on the outside is pretty, but it's giving cartoon at the same time. I think they could have done a little better with that, but it's still, like, the packaging and stuff is great quality. It's still cute. I mean, you could tell from my background, I have an obsession with mushrooms, so I was really excited about that one. Plus, they have the highlight palette that launched alongside that, and I've used this one to death. Like, you can see there's like strong divots in this one. This actually went with me on my trip to Greece and Croatia, and the highlights were highlighting. Like, those are blinding highlights. Freaking fantastic. Okay, so you guys know I'm not reviewing Ensley Rain right now, but I did want to talk about a couple of their palettes because there are a few that are favorite palettes for me because they're so freaking just grungy and gorgeous. So I did bring in a couple, and the first one I want to talk about is HARVESTMOON. The mushrooms, I mean, you guys know, but this palette is freaking stunning. This shade is where my eyes go to first, and then here. But look at, like, these hollows are so freaking gorgeous, but then you have all these murky tones down here, and compare, like, the contrast between these and these bright pops are freaking stunning. I love those types of looks. They are my absolute favorite. The shade Tombstone, even with this look, every part of me just wants to tap that on the eye. And then you have this shade Foliage. It's so pretty. Hunter's Moon. Like, these palettes are freaking fantastic. I did see they're about to launch a new palette. It's a remastered version of Lands of Enchantment, which I do have, and I love that palette. But this palette is stunning, and despite everything, I'm still happy that I have it. It's freaking stunning. I love, like, these more jewel tones down here, but they're like jeweled but muted, and I think it's gorgeous. The orange over here too, and honestly, I like a more matte to shimmer ratio, but with certain brands I don't mind a more shimmer to matte ratio, but like Adept, Ensley Rain, but it's because their shimmers are so freaking phenomenal. I'm like, give me more. I don't even care. Like, they're so freaking good. Coming in at number 11, we have the GLAMINATRIX Nocturnal palette. So I picked this one up last holiday season, and my goodness, this is so freaking gorgeous. I love this so much. I've been like so in love with GLAMINATRIX. It's giving grunge, but you also have these gorgeous bright pops of color. This quad is delicious. This one is good, but I love mixing these two shades together. They create such a beautiful look together. Actually, I have a shade in this palette. It's from Cleona. This is the Light Scatters palette. She is used and abused. Like, you see, she gets used. But this shade is so pretty and like fluorescent, and it goes so well with these two shades. I love it. I actually did a look with them too for a doctor's appointment one day. Honey, we have so many appointments. It is not even funny in this house. Now there's 4 of us. Soon there will be 5, and we have a lot of appointments, so I'm always doing my makeup off camera now, but this is like giving grunge in all of the good ways. I wish I would have found GLAMINATRIX sooner, especially before the tariff situation, but I'm happy to have them now. I've reviewed a lot of their palettes lately. Still waiting on the Tones of Turd. It has literally been stuck in customs since August the 9th, and now it is August the 22nd. It's taking forever. Oh my god, you guys, we made it to the top 10, and these are the best. Like, it goes without saying, these are all the best, but these are the best. And coming in at number 10, we have the Underland palette from Ensley Rain. I lost my freaking mind when this launched. I love this because it's giving murky in the deepest, darkest way, and I love it. I love dark shimmers. Not everyone does. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it totally is mine. I laughed because when I got this one, that's when they started putting those little white things on the shimmers, and I like dug my nail in this one, and then I realized it was actually a shadow. But These three shades are so like good together. I love them. But the shimmers paired with the mattes, and like I said, they have like one of my favorite shimmer formulas of all time. It's honestly a tie between like them, Adept, Bella Beauty Bar, DIEVERUNE. Like, it's hard. And Artitude, those are good too. Because I like shimmers that are like really smooth, but are like really reflective and special. And not everyone likes those special shades, but I am sold. I love this freaking shade. I can't tell if it's called Jabberwocky or Faberwocky, because it has like that old English print. But I love that on a dark smoky eye. Or like you could do the shade through the crease, blend it out with the green, deepened up with Nonsense, or you could just do those two and then do that shade all over the lid. It's freaking gorgeous. This is just such a great palette for those like swampy gorgeous looks. I love it. You know what they say, if it makes you happy. Coming in at number 9. Oh, this is so good. Honestly, like the two sister palettes to this one were so good too. But it's the Haunted from Gourmande Girls. This is an oldie but a goodie. I remember when these launched and I could not pick them up, and I was so freaking sad. But my goodness, oh, like I said, Gourmande Girls, they're one of my favorite brands too, and for good reason. Like I've mentioned already, they do such a good job with their color stories, but their formula is 10 out of 10, and I love them so much. But the color story, you could create so many good looks with this one. Like, oh, these two together are so beautiful. Like these two in the crease with this on the inner corner, or these three in the crease with that on the inner corner. Ooh, and you could add a little bit of this yellow as like a bright pop. Do this green all over the lid, because it's like green but leaning yellow. And do you see how freaking gorgeous and shiny and shimmery that is? They also have a favorite shimmer formula of mine. It's just so beautiful and reflective, and it makes me so freaking happy. This is such a good Halloween palette, but wait until you see their new one. You're gonna lose your freaking mind. They are so good. So freaking good. They're so good. And I can't wait, because I haven't got to use anything yet, but I've seen them, and oh my god. But yeah, she is definitely going in the Hall of Fame for grunge, because this is where it's at. Coming in at number 8, we have the Singe Beauty Agate Temptation. It took me so long to learn how to say that, but okay, so this one isn't like full on like dark smoky, but you could totally take it there. But the reason I added it is because it's so swampy. And like I said in the beginning, sometimes for me that is grunge, like those swampy, murky looks. And the looks, this palette is freaking phenomenal. This one will always hold a special place in my heart too, because I got it at the Creators and Friends event in Florida, and I still can't believe I got invited to that. Like, freaking pinch me. But it's a freaking fabulous palette. The formula, like, she just came in here and was like, hi, and created this gorgeous palette. I cannot wait to see what she comes up with next. I'm actually excited about it. I've not seen her next launch, but I know roughly, and I think it's gonna do really well. But do you see that? And the thing about her shimmer formula, she struggles with creasing because she does have hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes and you don't watch Angelica, I really recommend checking out her channel, because she's going to give you a lot of really good recommendations that are hooded eye friendly. For me, I don't deal with a whole ton of creasing. So like Bella Beauty Bar, I've heard some people talk about how some of their shimmers crease on them, but I don't deal with creasing from them. Like a shimmer shadow has to be like really emollient for me to deal with that. For example, the first volume 1 Chromebook from Dee Dee Signature, these ones creased on me. Wait, maybe it wasn't volume 1. I think it might have been volume 2. They're just a little bit more emollient, but I could easily tap it out and it was fine. And I didn't even really notice it until I wore it one day when I went out and I looked in the mirror in the car and I could see that it was like creasing here in the front. But I don't deal with a lot of creasing, so it's hard for me to be able to give a review based on that. Now, if I hear other people say that they've dealt with it, I will tell you, because I want you to know. Like, I don't want you to waste your money on something that you don't want to use. You know what I mean? So I will tell you, but I just want to give you a heads up. I do not have that issue, but Angelica does. So her formula was literally made for people who deal with creasing. And these shimmers are like so shiny, and they're so impactful, but they're so thin. It kind of reminds me a lot of Unearthly's formula, but they're freaking gorgeous. And the matte formula is perfect. Like, I wouldn't change a thing about it. Coming in at number 7. Oh, this is the one that started it all. My love for Bella Beauty Bar, and for me, like, this isn't full-on grunge, but it is. Like, the muted tones of purple, you have the mustard shade, the gray. I love this row right here together on the eye. I think it's beautiful. This row, like, if you do like this L shape, it's so freaking good. I love it so much. Now, when I look at it, it's an L, but when you guys look at it, it's backwards. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. This corner looks so good together on the eye. It's so beautiful. But of course, if you want like the deep, dark, smoky grunge, you need to deepen it up with Black Cat, which is totally what I would do. But the shades in here are spectacular. And the looks that I've created, I think, are so beautiful. Now, my video with this one is when I first started my channel. The quality is, like, not good at all. I'm just going to give you a heads up. But I still love the looks that I created. I do think I've gotten better at creating looks since then. But I have always loved a muted, swampy color story like this one. And I've always loved a grungy look, so this one has been a favorite since day one, and it is the whole reason why I am still so in love with this brand, because they just create one hit right after the other. Coming in at number 6, this is a new palette to me, and it is the Adept EBES. I don't know what that stands for at all, but it doesn't matter, because to me, this is full on grungy and the swampiest, best way. Listen, I know I need to learn more adjectives. I keep describing these as the same thing, but it's because they all remind me of the same thing, and I love them so much. It's like a fairy garden, but in a dark way, and I love that so much. I love everything fantasy, fairy, all of those things. They make me so happy. But the reason I love this palette so much is the shimmers. Don't get me wrong, I freaking love these shades. One of my favorite looks I just created with this palette, it's up on my channel. But this shade, this is such a unique shade to my collection. It's like a red, but it has that murky chartreuse green shift to it. I've never seen anything like it. Oh, I lose my mind over this shade. Literally, I laid in bed after I created that look and thought about it. And I thought about it for days. This palette is 10 out of 10. So freaking good. I love it. The only thing I would change about it, I wish there was like, I wish this light shade wasn't here. This one's okay, but maybe trade this one in for like a muted red or something. Just not that. I feel like a muted red would go really well with like these shimmers, and even this one. And it would still go good with the mattes, and you could still work it with these two. But I don't know. For me, this is a throwaway shade, but that's just a personal opinion. But this is phenomenal, and it really does create such beautiful looks. It's my new favorite Adept palette, and I could see that one being really high up in my end of the year ranking. I don't even know. I just did my 6-month ranking, And honestly, it's getting harder and harder to choose like what is going to be my top. I don't know. Because I've literally thought I found my top palette like several times this month already. And that's impossible, obviously. I almost just said this is one of my favorite collections in my palette. I need to go to bed. But now we are down to my top 5. And it is no surprise, this is one of my favorite palettes in my whole entire collection. And it is the freaking Not Normal from Unearthly. Like I said, they do grunge in the best way. Oh my god. Like, this is so freaking good. Do you see it? The shades in here, this one. Topaz, Jesus. Gemini. This quad on the eyes is so good. This actually went with me to Greece too. I kind of laughed. I'm like, everyone here looks so bright and beautiful and colorful, and I'm here in like full grunge, makeup only, and then I had spring clothes on. Make it make sense, but I like what I like. My makeup is what makes me happy, and honestly, my makeup is my favorite makeup. I do like bright things too, but I think I like the fall vibes, like the swampy things, the grungy things, more than anything. Those are my top favorites. But at the same time, I like can't wear fall clothes all year long. You know what I mean? But man, you guys, this is just so perfect. I would not change a single thing about it. You're gonna have to let me know if you have this one. This is one palette. Like, listen, I don't usually, when they relaunch a palette, like re-release or revamp a palette, I don't usually like turn around and buy the new one, because I don't know, it doesn't feel as exciting because I already have it, I feel like. But in this case, if I had the old one, I would buy this. 100% would buy this. That is one of the best palettes in my collection. If I had to rank my whole entire collection, could you imagine? Maybe that could be a good video, but that would take me 10 years to film that. The video would be so long. But it's good, you guys. I love it with my whole heart. Coming in at number 4, you guys know how much I freaking love this one. Like, it's all my top is packed full of like the same brands, and I love it. But it's the recently de-influenced from Bella Beauty Bar. I picked this one up last summer, and I've been head over heels in love with this palette from the moment it touched my hands. I love it so much. I love this corner, but I also love these 3 shades together. I did a look with these 3 shades and these 2 all together, and it was so gorgeous. I did it like, I was kind of worried that it might not turn out, but it did, and it did so beautifully, and I was so happy. Those end up always being the best looks. So I always recommend, like, if you're wanting to create something and it makes you nervous and you're afraid it's not going to turn out, do it. Trust me, you will be thankful later. I did that recently. What palette was I just reviewing? I cannot, oh, the DIEVERUNE palette, and I was scared that one of my looks wasn't going to work out, but it ended up being like one of my favorite looks of all time. I ended up loving it so much. So push yourself. At the end of the day, the worst thing that could happen is you have to wash it off and you just didn't like your makeup for that day. But the good thing is you can always start over tomorrow, and that's the fun thing about makeup, is it can be whatever you want it to be, and that's what I love about it. It's the one thing I feel like I have control over, and it feels good, and I get to express myself and feel just, I don't know. I don't wear my makeup to feel like beautiful or anything, or so people will think that I'm pretty or nothing like that. Like, I've had people make comments to me like, you should wear your makeup to enhance your beauty, not loud makeup or bold makeup. But I don't wear my makeup to enhance my beauty. I wear my makeup because I want to. You know what I mean? I wear it the way that makes me excited. I love finding color combos that are unique and fun, and just the excitement you get when you see a look coming together, it brings me so much freaking joy. And I don't know. It's my escape. It's the thing that brings me so much peace and makes me feel so relaxed and just happy. It's my safe place, which is why I hate the tariff thing going on right now, because it's kind of like tainting it in a way. But you guys always center me, and I appreciate that so much. But that's the thing I love about these brands, is there's so much more than just makeup to me. And to me, makeup is a form of like self-expression, and it just, I don't know, it makes me happy. And one of the reasons why I like being here is because I want to spread that kind of happiness. I think we all kind of need that, especially right now, if you're in our area. Like, we all, even if you're not, like, we all have our daily lives, no matter where you live or what's going on, daily life can sometimes be taxing. And I just want to be like a little piece of joy somewhere in your day. It takes one person to change your day, your life, anything. One sentence, one word. I believe that with my whole entire heart. And if loud makeup makes me happy, then honey, I am going to wear it, and I'm going to wear it for me. Not to enhance my beauty, but to make me feel good. And for me, when I put my makeup on, it's like my armor. I feel like I can get through anything that day, and I love that about it. But for me, that is one of the reasons why I love this brand. I love this palette. I love all of these palettes because... So you're probably not going to be surprised at all by my number 3. Maybe you'll be shocked that it's not number 1, but once you see the other 2, you'll see why. But it is the Poison Garden from Bella Beauty Bar, and this is one of my favorite palettes in my collection. It was my favorite from last year. I'm pretty sure this one ranked number 1. It was between this one and the Not Normal. Oh, they're so good, but they go so well together too. But I love this color story. The dark looks that you can create, you can really get those grungy looks, but I really love these grungy muted tones as well. The dark shimmers are some of my favorites in my collection. Like I said, Bella Beauty Bar does some of the best dark shimmers I've ever worked with. I love that you can do this palette in quads as well. That makes it really like user friendly, I feel like. And like again with the blue, but the shimmers that are in this palette are just so freaking stunning. I love them so much. I love all of the looks that I've created with this one. I'm pretty sure I did 3 looks in my like video where I reviewed it, but I've talked about this one to death. Like, this on the eyes is so pretty, especially with these 3 shades together. Oh, and you could either do the purple to deepen up or even castor bean. It's so pretty. I just love it so much. It makes me so happy. There's no way I could not put it at number 3. When I rank my palettes, I try to rank like on quality, the way it performs, obviously, which is kind of quality as well, but also like how excited I get by the palette, how I felt when I used it, how it still makes me feel. And this one still makes me so excited every time I look at it. It's just such a freaking fantastic palette. Could not recommend it more. I am so excited. I know I already said it, but I can literally not wait to see what they're launching for Halloween. Coming in at number 2, this is a new palette to my collection. I actually just reviewed it, so check out the video if you haven't seen it yet. But it's the new launch from DIEVERUNE Cosmetics, and this is the one with Andromeda, and the one I was talking about earlier, and it is like literally I could have created this myself, and it's so freaking beautiful. I love this color story. The shimmers are so good. You guys, the looks I created with this are so good. Not to toot my own horn, but oh, I mean, how could they not be? This palette is gorgeous, and you can create such gorgeous grungy looks. I mean, I did. I created 3 of them to be specific, and I loved every single one of them. I love this whole entire collection. It's just so beautiful, and the looks I created were all like vastly different too. She just did such a good job on this color story. I really love the matte to shimmer ratio as well. I love the mix of cool tone neutrals with the pops of green and especially the chartreuse, and then the more muted purples. They're just freaking stunning. The artwork is 10 out of 10 as well. Coming in at number 1, yes, we finally made it, but it is the Unearthly Shadow Sculpt. This is what I mean. Like, these 3 palettes are all number 1 palettes to me. How am I supposed to rank these? Like, in my... I mean, I guess I kind of did, but... Oh, it's hard, like, because I love them all. I want them all to be number 1 for the year. But I freaking love this palette. And this has, like, the older Unearthly palette, formula in it. She said she, like, released it with the old shimmer formula because some people were missing it. And I'm going to be honest, like, I love their new formula too. But I am some people. I loved their older shimmer formula. But it is that squishy formula. And it's more emollient, so keep that in mind. I've heard, I heard one other creator say that they dealt with creasing. I, however, did not, but like I said, I don't deal with a lot of creasing, so it's really not fair for me to comment on that, but... This is so freaking fabulous. These shimmers are so reflective and shiny and beautiful, and this is, I love this formula. It's my favorite shimmer formula from Unearthly, but I also understand they need to create things that everyone can use, but I love this. This color story was literally made for me. I had so much fun with it, but my favorite thing about it is this bright pop mixed in it, and you can create such fun looks. Literally my cheeks hurt from talking about these palettes because they just make me smile so big. I love this, you guys. If you haven't seen my looks, you should totally check it out because this is one of those palettes where even though it has like a specific color story, you can create so many different looks. Like, there's so many different varieties of things that you can do. Just looking at this in my mirror just now, it's so freaking gorgeous. I love it, you guys. You're gonna have to let me know, like, if you have this one, if you picked it up, that on the eyes together. But this video was so much fun. I'm so glad that we went through and talked about all of my favorite grungy palettes. Let me just say, like, this mascara that I'm wearing, it's the Max Stack Waterproof because everything's smudging on me right now. And it doesn't smudge, but it flakes. And I keep getting like little flakes. But I'm so glad I filmed this. This was so much fun. I love talking about palettes, like I said, especially grungy, murky things. I get so excited. Literally, my cheeks really do hurt from smiling just talking about it. I think I needed this. I feel lighter. I feel better than what I have in like over a week probably. So I hope you guys leave this video feeling a little lighter too. You're gonna have to let me know, do you have any of these palettes? What do you think of them? And if you're into grungy, swampy things, what is your favorite palette in that category? Rank your favorites, even if it's just your top 3. I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way till the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does mean so much. And until next time, bye.